Hey Moon Goddess, Ashley Everest Moon come with another pick a card reading. And this one is called You versus Their Perception of You, okay? So we're going to start off with their perception of you, and then we're going to end it off with you and who you truly are, at least from what the cards are telling me, okay? Remember, this is a general reading, so all may not resonate. If it doesn't, that is okay. It's a general reading, okay? Be aware of that, all right? So, with that being said, if this reading resonates, like, share, subscribe. Always comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe. Always comment. Thank you. All right, Moon Guiders. So, pile number one, we're going to jump into what is their perception of you versus who you truly are, okay? Um, this one seems to be telling me that the people that are speaking of you are people that you may be angry with, people that you no longer communicate with, people that have done things to you or stood by and watched other people do things to you, people that have seen you at your highest, and then because of someone or a situation or you making certain decisions that came with certain consequences, kind of turned into who it is that is before them, okay? Generally, when I first shuffled and pulled out cards and I asked the question of what is their perception of you, you had the Five of Pentacles. This is someone who, you know, has been left out in the cold. This is just the basic meaning. Left out in the cold. You know, sometimes stripped of their dignity. For some people, homeless. For some people, you know, a lack thereof. Whether it's a stable environment, security, financial stability. It's just, or people constantly taking from this person constantly giving, but not receiving. This is like these people seen what you went through. Some were the cause, some knew the people that, you know, were the cause, and some just sat by and watched. Some wanted to aid and help you, but they had their own situation going on. It's just, this is what they view of you, their perception of you after seeing you wield this situation and deal with this situation. This situation and their perception has made you become a person who is going to win at all costs. And it's more of a vengeful win. It's not even like you're going to win in a career field and, you know, become a CEO. This is more of winning at some type of get back. Making someone feel how they made you feel. If not making everyone feel the way that they made you feel. They're saying that although you have a right to be angry, to even be this vengeful, the straw that broke the camel back is not a reason for you to act. Like, you should have acted when that lover cheated on you or did you dirty, you know, had you in everybody's face and they knew the other girl and they were laughing at you and da 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 da, they knew what it was, you know, or when they stole that money from you and you worked so hard to save it up and, you know, move forward and you just out the kindness of your heart trying to help, but, you know, they were scammers, you know. Or that time when you had nothing and needed something and everybody had everything and they still watched you starve, you know. Those were the times when you should have acted in this energy. But you are acting off of anger, of bent up, bottled up aggression, anger, vengefulness. And it's like, we've moved on from that. Okay, have you seen, like, okay, so I got two scenarios, okay? So one of how you acting, just to depict, is how Will Smith went and slapped Chris Rock over that joke. Now, to the masses, if you don't go too deep into, you know, the G.I. Jane thing, and how even though women thought she was beautiful, the men thought she was masculine. They thought she was ugly. They thought, real cruel of her. Demi Moore actually got, a lot of flack for that role. Then on top of that, if you don't want to go even deeper and see how Demi Moore cheated on her husband with Ashton Kutcher, which was a younger man. So like, you don't want to go that deep into it, and you don't see the underline of what's really going on. And you only see the surface level, and you say, oh, well, that wasn't even a big joke. That was really nothing. It's still, they made the joke. It's still that they continue to pick at you. It's still they continue to, out of all the waves of people, they continue to choose you to fuck with, to pick at, to point at and laugh at, So it antagonizes you. It makes you angry after a while when you start to sit back and just realize it's time for me to stand up for myself, So you acted off of what everybody deemed to be something small, when it was other things that you should have acted off of, that was out in everyone's face, and everyone's like, oh, I want to take that, da, 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 da. Right? And then another scenario of, from their perception, is how they have changed. Okay, so back in the 90s, we all know Russell Simmons, Diddy, amongst a lot of other people, have fucked over a lot of people. And we know this, right? So, but now they have changed, as they say. Russell Simmons is more spiritual. He doesn't eat meat no more. He's more in tune with spirit, all this extra stuff, right? Diddy wants to be called Love now, and he's not on what he used to be on. He's on some different shit until, his past came to haunt him, and then, the real him came out. But, so he's not fully healed. I mean, well, he probably wrestled not either. But anyways, well, he got a lot of demons in his closet that he has not slayed. And so, it's like that. It's like, we're done with that. We are over that. Like, we know we hurt you. We know we watched other people hurt you. We know we probably aided other people in hurting you. We know that you are justified in being angry and vengeful at us. But we have changed. So you can't condemn us for something that you should have done a long time ago. You can't come at us trying to destroy our career, trying to destroy our happiness, trying to destroy our family, trying to destroy our growth, our progress, our healing. You can't do that because you're not justified anymore. You should have did that back then, not now. And so they feel like you're just full of this anger and this resentfulness, and it's because it was bottled up for so many years, but you didn't act on it. And now it's like you are overly defensive, ready to strike, ready to fight, ready to tell your truth at any fucking cost, any fucking where, even if they're out on the stroll with their family, it doesn't matter. You're just ready to attack, And then they're just like, we don't deserve it now. Who we are now does not deserve this. We don't deserve the pain that we have caused you. Now, you should have acted then. Okay? Some people don't even feel like you're telling the full truth about everything that's going on. And so many people and other people feel like you're so bottled up with all of the lies that has been told to you over the years that you don't even know what the truth truly is. You don't even know what was truly said or truly done. You just know that shit crashed and burned and fucked up on your end. Whether that was emotionally, whether that was physically, whether that was, due to your stability, in whatever case, it just dwindled down. But they don't feel like that is their, what is it? They don't feel like they deserve the punishment that you are dishing out now. Like, if you did it when they did it, then yeah, karma's a bitch, whether it comes from you, God, or whomever. But now it's like we didn't, we moved on past this. Like, you need to figure out how to heal and figure out how to fix it within you that doesn't involve, us. They also feel like you won't allow your emotions to flow through you anymore. And so that is blocking your sympathy, your apathy, your any way to emotionally connect with them. Because if you were emotionally in tune, they feel like you would know, like, okay, you know what, They, got a family now. I shouldn't be doing this. It will connect you with them, but they can't even reach you. It's like you didn't make me cry so much that I can't cry anymore. You didn't drain me of all my emotions, my feelings, my whatever to connect me to you or to the world. And you're mad because I won't have sympathy towards you of how I'm willing to get vengeance of you. You know, they feel like you're forgetting who you truly are. You are a passionate, beautiful woman or man. You are strong. You are brave. You are courageous. Even if they tried to destroy certain things, you still were able to come up from that and either start over, start a couple of steps back, but you were able to maneuver that into something new and something better and something more promising. Some of them feel like we already apologized to you. Some of them feel like, you already accepted the apology as well. So why is all of this coming back up now? Why are you attacking now? Why are you coming up again now? Why are you fighting them again now? Their perception is just, you're just lonely, alone. You don't like how things played out. You feel like things didn't fully work in your favor. And they feel like I feel like you feel, coming from their perception, is the only way to release is to release. But yours is like being released through actions, hatred, anger, instead of feeling what is truly there, which is pain, hurt, tears. From this perception of them, it seems like you need to cry. It seems like you need to really just get your point across, even if it's not to them, just telling your story over and over and over, and having a listening ear will help ease the pain. I feel like you don't have anybody that will listen to you, or doesn't get tired of listening to the same story over and over and over again, unless you pay them, or and something of that sort. This is just from their perception, though. They feel like you're going through a phase. They feel like you're going through a cycle. And they're hoping that that cycle, that phase will end soon. But truthfully, it's all on you. Truthfully, it is all on you. And they see you moving along and allowing yourself to release certain things as you speak your truth, show your truth, and confront the ones that has caused this truth to need to came out, which is the ones who have did these things or stood by and watched these things. But it's just like, you know is it truly healing? Causing pain for others, becoming who you were not because this is who others were to you in the past. Is it really healing you? Is it really helping you? Is it really aiding you? But they still see you in a beautiful light, though. Their perception of you is very bright, optimistic, moving, healthy relationships, setting certain boundaries, protective over your energy, over your people, your family, yourself again, enhancing your beauty, enhancing your health, and enhancing your inner being and your outer being, your appearance, moving forward in a new destination, accepting these opportunities that's coming to you, and creating more or thinking of more to create. But it's like you are very defensive. You don't allow people to come towards you anymore, certain people, and seems like family, and they don't like it. They don't like it. Some of them want to be a part of your life again. I'm getting mainly the people who sat back and watched you go through this pain. They are the ones that are waiting, watching as usual, and trying to aid you in any way that they can, in their own way. You know, people can only help you in a way that they know how to, or they can only love you in a way that they know how to love. You know, it's never how you need them to in their lives. All right, so let's go to you. All right, pal number one. So, who are you really? So, it seems like they had you right in certain areas. So, I'm going to show you all the cards. All right, so they had you right in certain areas. Not many cards repeated, but just enough to, you know, I just want you to see your cards before I depict them. All right. Vengefulness, they got you. All right. You do have a vengeance for uh someone, a situation. Okay, it's something that you're not letting go fully, something that's stuck in your head, either replaying itself over and over, or just something you can't let go of until you get down to the nitty gritty of it all. Okay, um, you do have that rage within you, but it's like you do feel like it is justified. They fucked you over, or they watched you get fucked over, and now some of them have the audacity to want to come back into your life and act as if nothing happened, or they don't deserve any consequences, whether it comes from you or spirit or whomever. You know, they don't feel like it. But overall, you're somebody who loves to move forward. Okay, you're someone who likes to get past things, even if it does antagonize you within. You know, it does pick at you. I feel like the reason why it picks at you is because these people want access towards you again. And now you're trying to figure out if you should let them have access towards you again. Well, this brings up the scenario. This brings up what happened. Whether you know fully what happened, half of what happened, quarter what happened, whatever. You know, it either makes you want to know what truly happened, the shit that you don't know about, why it happened, and it angers you because no one's helping you see it, or no one's telling you what happened because they want you to get past it. This can have an addiction to it. This can cause you to be obsessed with the truth, wanting to know the truth when it comes to these people. And see, that's what they're not seeing. They feel like you're doing this with everyone. You don't know everyone. And they don't see you with everyone. You do this with them. The people who hurt you and the people who watched you get hurt. You're trying to balance things out emotionally. You're trying to balance things out mentally. You're trying to balance things out in whatever you got going on. You're trying to balance things out and heal. You're trying to release. You're trying to let go. But if people want access towards you, they're asking you for something. So it's only fair that you ask for something back. And when you don't receive what it is that you're asking for yet, they still want what they need from you. It causes more anger. It causes more frustration. It causes more pain. You want me to ignore what is going on within me to appease your conscience or you in general. That's not right. You are defensive towards certain people. I feel like in certain ways, like how Seven of Wands is, you know, being defensive, right? Defending yourself. So people may seem like you're trying to push people away, like, you can't have access towards me, or you can be defending your boundaries of not knowing their true intentions because their previous intentions were not good. They were not healthy for you. They were not nice. They were not there to aid you in any way that would help you continue to be who you are, which is someone who moves forward through emotions, through environments, through conflict, through whatever. You are a very powerful energy. You are very protective over your family, over yourself, over what you got going on, whatever it is that you're manifesting, putting to action, coming towards whatever, or what's coming towards you. You're very protective over your energy and your time now. You're exercising who you give your energy and time to wisely now. Some people learn just off of other people's experiences. You learned off of your experiences yourself, what you've been through. You do isolate yourself more. You do go into your shell. You do hide off to either meditate or get your mind right, or seek your light again. Or some people, when they go into crowds, they have to dip out because and recharge. So some of y'all are recharging. Some of y'all are growing your spiritual abilities. You have a nice amount of powerful what is it? Intuitive, spiritual connections, gifts. Some of you may read, some of you may do some type of magic, some of you may do some type of spell work. I don't know. Like it's a lot of spiritualness going on here. It's a lot of magic going on here. I'm here feeling witches in here. I'm feeling mermaids in here. I'm feeling water work in here. I'm feeling a lot of manipulation of emotions, whether that's good or bad. I'm feeling more understanding of your emotions. You're trying to get a hold of your emotions and not allow others to be able to control your emotions anymore, And a lot of times that is, kicking people out of your energy that doesn't deserve to be there because they've already tried to destroy you once. You don't get access to do it twice. But I feel like you have some type of thing going on, like why you're allowing certain people back in. And I feel like it's because you want to know the truth. You want to know what really happened. You want to know why they stood and watched. You want to know why they aided them. You want to know why they attacked you. You want to know. It's human nature. It's human nature. And so I feel like you are grounding yourself if you're not already grounded. I feel like you're standing in your power and your truth. I feel like you're very strong. I feel like you're very courageous. I feel like you're very brave. I feel like the pain, the anger has caused you to become the person that you are today. And they can't, for some, stand it. For some, they want access because they want to see how you did it. They want to see how you did the shit. How did you come from what they created or someone else created that they watched them create, and that big ass tower moment, and transmuted into this beautiful, powerful woman or man that you have been, that you are before them today? Stabilizing your environment, stabilizing your finances, stabilizing your health, your mental health, your emotional health, stabilizing and understanding your own truth and being okay with who you are, who you cannot change because that is who you are embedded in. Like that's embedded in you since birth. It ain't nothing that I can change. That is who I am. How you deal with your flaws, your toxicity, and still have this healing ability, this healing aura. It's like, how behind the scenes a lot of spiritualists, they be going through some shit. They be going, like, we be going through some shit. And then the people that are around us will be like, Oh, how you gonna teach another motherfucker to heal and you got shit that you need to heal from? Well, I am healing, and that doesn't mean that I can't aid someone else in their healing. That doesn't mean that the divine doesn't give me knowledge to speak a message to them. That doesn't mean that I am not one that can be spoken to, or through to get a message to someone who needs it. Hell, some of the time the messages that y'all need are messages that we need, but we can't face it or we can't, deal with it right then and there. But as soon as it's being spewed, it's like, oh shit, that was me too. Y'all be like, oh yeah, that hit, bitch, that hit me too. you know, we are healing with y'all. Some people are already healed. Some people don't need to heal. But a lot of us are healing as we teach, as we learn. And it's okay. Everybody's not picture perfect. Everybody doesn't have everything together. No matter how much they seem like they are that strong and that powerful and that everything is together, we have days that just set us back. We got days where we got to go MIA for some months because of that one day that we need to heal from. We got months that we need to, childhood things, that trauma, that comes up because as we are diving deeper into ourselves to help others, and then diving deeper into other realms, shit comes up that we need to heal, that we need to face, that we needed to remember. And for some people, that can be a lot. That can be very traumatic. That can be very fucked up. So it makes us go on different hiatuses. It makes us go, towards other people and, needing to heal from other people that have already healed from things that, we are healing from. But you can't condemn somebody from speaking their truth and still being able to aid others in their own, or speaking of the healing that they need and the healing that they're going through and being able to help others heal and get through their own shit. I would rather speak with someone who went through shit that I've been through, or if the divine is actually connected to them, God, spirit, their ancestors, whomever speaks to whomever, if they able to give me a message that I need, then let me hear it. Now, if a motherfucker coming to you telling you I need like $1,000 to give me, baby, gone. Just go. Just get out my face. I don't have time to deal with that. Scammers and shit like that. But everybody is healing from some shit. Everybody is, trying to get through whatever it is that they're going through. And that's what you're doing. They don't like that you're able to articulate yourself well and speak your truth, or tell them how you feel, or that you constantly tell them how you feel. And it's like we've already apologized, or it seemed like you've already moved past that. Why do we keep going through this? Why do we keep going backwards? Because you're here. I'm moving. I'm learning to let certain things go. I'm using that to transmute, to empower myself and beautify my environment, my finances, stabilize me in financial security, whatever I'm doing what I need to do alone. Okay? But here you go, coming back into my life. Now I got a decision I gotta make. Do I continue down my healing path that I'm going down? Or do I fuck with you again after you were the cause, or you watched the cause tear me down? Do I give you a cup, or do I keep my cup? Do I start over with you and allow you into my emotions after you've already seen my emotions dwindling down and things of that nature, and you didn't even help pick me up, nothing? Which do I choose? Which benefits me more? The Daughter of Cups level that I'm at, or the Ace of Cups level that you want to be at with me? And they don't realize that. They feel like you're going backwards, but truthfully, This is a new you. This is a reinvented you. This is a new you. Some qualities are still embedded in you, and some are new, and some are, was released and things of that nature. But the situation that has happened was still there. You want a new beginning. This is not going backwards. We're not going back to who we once were before, all this shit happened. This is a new beginning that you want. You want to connect with me on a new level. Emotionally again, because my emotions is untied to you. Cords were cut. Things were said. Things were done. You went bye-bye. You came back. Now we're starting over from the beginning. And you're mad because I demand my portion of what it is that I need in order to have this new beginning with me. Which is the truth. Why did you stand there and watch? Why did the shit go down? Or why did you do it? It's up to you to take it and answer. Or you can just move away. It doesn't really matter. Some of them are saying you're stubborn. Very stubborn towards energy. Stuck in your ways, not wanting to move away, moving forward. But you got the Chariot here, so you moving. It's just probably not with them. So it's really up to you on which one you want to do. You got a decision to make. Do you want to let these people back into your life emotionally because that's what they want to be, tied to you emotionally? Or do you want to continue down your healing path that you have been pushing through and towards? Alone or with the group or people that you have added on the way, on the journey, going towards your full healing. It's all up to you. Not them. I be trying to make these readings shorts, and they keep going past a certain amount of minutes. So I hope y'all listen to it. I hope y'all fuck with it, because, child, I be trying to get everything out. I'm trying to cut it short now, but Spirit is saying, no, ma'am. So let me see what else is going on. Yeah, you got a little bit of mirroring going on today. You got a little bit of mirroring going on. You're mirroring someone's energy. Try to stay out of their energy. Don't become who they are. You don't succeed that way. You succeed staying in your energy and moving forward. Don't do that shit where it's like, I'm going to match your energy. You come at me rough, I'm going to come at you rough. You come at me disrespectfully, I'm going to come at you disrespectfully. You have came too far to recoup somebody else's fucked up energy. Let them niggas stay in that energy. You hold your head high, your nose in the fucking air, and you keep walking past them niggas like you don't see them. You walk past them like you don't fucking see them. Because that ain't your energy, okay? Spirit is sending you a lot of downloads. Like I said, you are highly intuitive. Spirit is sending you a lot of downloads. You need to listen to them. If you're getting messages from other people, you need to listen to those messages, okay? You need to really pay attention to what is coming towards you, because especially with this eclipse, there's a lot of shit going on, so you're going to be getting a lot of messages, a lot of vivid dreams. You're going to have a lot of things going on. So you need to really pay attention. And Spirit's saying, don't fuck with these niggas again. Don't fuck with these niggas again. Confusion should not be in your aura right now. If it's causing confusion, these niggas is coming back into your life and you got to choose a path, a decision, and it's fucking with you, they don't deserve to be in your life. I don't give a fuck who it is. Whether it's right now or never. All right? You got a lot of other shit that's coming to you that you need to go, and you don't have time to be revolving cycles with motherfuckers that have not grown. You could hold on to this shit and it reverse your shit, your blessings and your shit that's coming into you, and it has been coming into you. I mean, well, maybe not reverse it, but pause it, or or delay it in some shit. You know how when Spirit don't want a motherfucker attached to you, and you got a nigga attached to you, it's like that shit gonna come crashing down, or you ain't gonna get your shit in time. Now you feel like divine timing is 5 years off, when divine timing was just, it could have been yesterday. But you can't let this nigga go. And you know this nigga wrong for you. Whether it's a man or a woman, you know they wrong for you. Leave their ass in the past. They ain't good for you. They don't mean you no good. They on some in and out energy any fucking way. They want a connection. They need a connection because of this. You stabilizing yourself. You strong in yourself. You know, they remember who you are. They remember how loving and nurturing and caring you were. How you aided them. They remember that shit. They want that shit. But it's a 5 of fucking swords. That conflict, winning at all costs. They probably thought they was gonna be on top. They probably thought they was gonna be the chosen one. They probably thought they was gonna be the options. But bitch, they forgot who you are, who they were up against, or maybe they just didn't fucking know, because they thought you were growing to be this person, but you were already there. They wanted this. They wanted to be this. They wanted this. And now that they're not this, they need to see how you got this, so that they can be coming. And I feel like you already know. All right, so that is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe, always comment. Thank you. I said that all wrong, but it is what it is, because this video is extra fucking long. All right, let's go to the next pile. All right, pile number 2. This is your reading for the perceptions of others versus you. Okay, so this is you versus their perception of you. Okay, so we start with their perception of you, and then we end it with who you truly are. Okay, at least by, you know, the cards reading. Okay, so these people feel like you're very nurturing, you're very motherly, you're very in tune with how others feel and how you make others feel. Okay, you're very protective. These are all just qualities of the Mother of Pentacles. But the deeper root of it all, it seems like there has been injustices done to you in your past, some for y'all in the present. And no matter what was meant to bring you down or break you, you seem to still strive for your greatness, okay? Whether that's being a great mother, being a great friend, being a loyal friend, being a great spouse, a great suitor, being a great woman or man, being a great, you know, just something to the highest ability when it comes to your relationships, your connections. It's like you don't allow that pain to dictate how you treat others, especially if that pain was caused by someone else, okay? And even if some people have caused you pain, depending on what the pain was, you tend to ignore it and just say, fuck it. Just because you're a bitch don't mean that I'm a bitch. And I'm still going to treat you nicely, cordial. I'm going to be cordial with you. I'm still going to treat you, you know, how you need to be treated. But know that I know, and know that I understand, and know that I know how to mess with you from now on and how not to mess with you from now on. Like, you still sit your foot down without having to sit your foot down, you know? You still let a motherfucker know without having to cuss, without having to tear their life apart, without having to, you know, even take your full-on energy away. You know who to trust and how far to trust them and what to trust them with. Okay? While everyone feel like they can just trust you with so much, regardless of if they fuck you over or not. You know, you ignore what people have done, but that doesn't mean you forget, and that doesn't mean that you don't know. All right. Some people that see this within you will call you fake. They'll be like, you're giving fake love. You don't really care about that person. Da, 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 da. And it's like, you don't have to care about someone to treat them with kindness, to be very loving towards them, motherly towards them. You can know who a person is and still be who you are, regardless of if people feel like that's being fake, whatever the case, whatever they want to deem it as, you know. You just know who you are and how you want to be perceived and how you want to hold your name. You know, you don't want anybody to slander your name. You don't want to. I feel like you're the type, like back in the day, where your name means everything. And your connections also mean everything as well. So you tend to leave the next generation with a wealth of resources. You know, you find resources that help you. And although this person may have fucked you over, you know this person is great at this, they're great at that, and although it doesn't benefit you now in this time period, you know that your next generation might be in need of it. So if anything was to happen to you, you know that you can tell the next generation that's below you that don't fuck with this person in this way or that way, but you can in this way and that way. Okay, so it's like you seem to be that type of person. Some people will be like, that's an opportunist, that's a, you know, a fake individual, but it's like, no, it's not. I didn't fuck them over, they fucked me over. You know, now I just find what they are useful to me, and you know, what resource they can bring to me, what they can aid me in, or my next generation, and that's how I act. That's what I go off of. Because truthfully, if we brought it down to what they have done to me, they would have no access towards me. But they have a need that I may need in the future, and they have a need for me right now. So we can put that need to use. So it's like that mirroring energy, but just on some different type of shit. You know, I give, you give, I take, you take. I don't have to trust you. You don't have to trust me. That's just what it is, okay? They feel like you are reinventing yourself from who you once were to who you are now. They feel like you are very trusting. You are very loyal. You give great advice, great advice. They feel like you are very loving, and the way that you accept others for who they are, like you see who they are and you don't try to paint them into another light. They tell you that they a liar or a thief. They a liar, they're a thief. You ain't gonna treat them like they ain't shit. You just know not to keep your person around them. You know, you still gonna treat them like if they were, you know, your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, whomever. But you just know not to leave your person around them. It is what it is, right? You the one told me. You the one who showed me. Anyway, so yeah, so they do see that. Okay, you're the type that's going to create your own path, your own. You're very independent and you're original. So you don't try to leech on to others. You don't try to follow what the masses is doing. If it's right and in tune with you, that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to go towards, okay? You are the magician, all right? Very resourceful. You have everything that you need. You're equipped with everything that you need to continue to maneuver through life, okay? Like I said, you're able to speak your truth, tell your truth, allow others to see themselves without you being so nasty and rude to them for them to see who they are. But they still know where they stand at the end of the day. They used to have 100% access to you. Now they only have 25%. If that. And it's because of how they moved when you gave them 100% of you. So people see that you give people chances, and if they fuck those chances over, you don't necessarily take their full second chance away, but you do kind of cut it down by drastic measures. You know, you used to jump up at any time for them. You know, they needed you at 1 a.m. to come and pick them up because they man kicked them out or whatever the case. You used to go. Now they fucked you over and they call you at 1 a.m. because they man kicked you out. You like, look, I got work in the morning. I can't really come get you right now, but if you can stick it out to about like, I'm going to say 12, that's when my lunch break is, I can come and get you. You know, or, you know, better yet, let me call so-and-so, and then so-and-so, we'll see if they'll come and get you. I can't do it. I'm tired. I have to be to work at 5 a.m. You know, it's not that you're not going to get them. You're just not going to get them in the time and then they need you to get them. You're no longer jumping to the need of them needing you because they fucked you over. All right, you understand your truth. You understand the truth that you display. You understand other people's truth. You have clarity over all situations that deal with you, and you don't harp over it. You just know how far to fuck with people and when to cut them off. You're very cut and dry, black and white. You know. All right, so let's go to who you truly are, because this is their perception of you. All right, so let's see how you really are, at least what the cards define you as. Okay, so overall energy is the Empress. So you do have that loving, that motherly energy. The Empress embodies the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so very nurturing, intuitive, in control over your emotions, very strategic, very articulate, very in your power. You care very much about your appearance, what you show off, what you embody, what it is that you are known for or as. Very strong, very in that go-getter energy about your money, about your family, about your business, about your environment, about your perception of yourself as well as others as to a certain extent. You know, you care about what others think, but not to the point where it's making you change yourself, making you deny your truth, making you want to embody someone else and things of that nature. All right, so from this, you know you have been done wrong in certain instances, okay? You know that a lot of things were for your highest good that have crashed and burned. I feel like at times you do feel lonely. You do feel that people don't understand you. They don't accept your truth. They don't believe that you struggle. They don't believe that you have your weakest points at times. They feel like you're the strong one. They feel like you're always going to make it. You make things happen even out of thin air, so they don't feel like they have to help. They don't have to be there for you fully, and that's a that's a what is a conception, that's a misinterpretation of who you truly are. It's like, yes, you see me triumph of a lot of things, you see me overcome a lot of things, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going through it while I'm going through it to overcome it. You know, I can still be aided in, you can still help me. Okay, they see you as healing, they see you as trying to balance your life and balance you in general, whether it's your emotions, your mental, whatever. Okay, they see you as very resourceful. They see you as the one to go to if they need some type of advice or some type of connection to someone else who has the connections. Okay, they see you as a determined individual. They see you as happy. They see you in a stable environment, or creating a stable environment, or creating a home, a life that it is that you enjoy, that you love. Okay, they see that you are coming out of dark times. You are someone who has been through a lot mentally, and now you're starting to come up out. I don't know why I say they see. I'm using the cards as separate and shit. But anyway, you're coming up out of a dark space, okay, mentally. All right, people probably didn't even know that you were going through, hard times mentally, depression, even, clouded judgment, clouded decision making. They always see you as the one who just knows and has the clarity and, able to be very decisive. They don't see the late nights and the overthinking and the constant head banging of feeling like you fucked up, made the wrong decision. They don't see that shit because they only see the success that comes from the decision that you've made, okay? They feel like you are just, happy with what it is that you're creating. They do feel like at times you can be a little bit arrogant, feeling yourself a little too much, but hey, it is what it is, right? They see that you are very alluring. They feel like, when it's time for you to dress up, you look good, you look great, you look, and things of that nature, okay? They do see that sometimes you do have those moments where you doubt yourself a lot. You're very ungrounded, you're very shaky, and you're, in what it is that you're doing. I think it's that those are the times where you have tried to come to certain people and you're like, hey, I need help with this. I'm not understanding this. And they're like, oh, girl, you gonna do it. You gonna make it. You gonna get it. You ain't got to worry about it. And it's like, nigga, you ain't even help me with shit. Like, I'm here. I'm asking you a direct question. I need help with this. And you tell me, girl, you gonna make it. You good. Keep going. Like, they don't even help me. So, some people have seen those moments, but they always push shit to the wayside because they know you're going to figure it out. Some people don't even help you with the solution. They just like, oh, she going to figure it out. She don't need no help with that, And people feel like you do tell a lot of lies though to get where it is that you need. Some people will feel like a narcissist vibe, you know. You gotta be at the top, you gotta be on your shit, you gotta figure out this, you gotta figure out that. You gotta be ahead of this, ahead of that. So it's different kind of vibes for different kind of people. It depends on who you running into, who came in contact with. So it's different perceptions being thrown out here, but overall, the people that know you closest is, feeling this. But with that triumphant of lies, backdoor with the I won't cry for you, it's like you winning at all costs. It's like I don't understand your pain because I have to get here so that I don't be in that pain. If I gotta tell a white lie to get ahead, then I'm gonna tell a white lie. Hell, if I gotta tell a black, blue, purple, green, whatever color, red, I'm gonna tell it. It is what it is, because I gotta get where I need to go. And if you got to step on your back in order to get there, it's okay. I'll try to help you up eventually. Things of that nature. Now that could just be from an individual. I'm feeling coworker, colleague, something of that nature that felt this type of way around you. It's not necessarily the ones that feel like these other energies towards you. Hold on, because I'm reading from there again. That might be you. You might, spirit might be like, hey, I seen that moment. I seen it. It's all right. It's all right. Try not to do it again, but I did see that. So, because that's coming out on the actual you. I don't know why I keep on reading from like their perspective or something of that. Maybe it's like, even though this is you, this is others still viewing you. Like they are intertwined with you. Like it's like, you agree with that? Yeah, because I've seen that. I've been in that with you. So I know that is you, and things of that. Like, because I'm getting like this is you. This is you. Sometimes we can be toxic. Sometimes we can be, the best person to whomever. Sometimes we're fucked up to this person because they were fucked up to us. And sometimes we have the days where we just fucked up to somebody where we got to go and say, I'm sorry. I had a bad day before. Or not even make an excuse and just say, I'm sorry for what I've done. That was inconsiderate of me. I don't want to make an excuse. And so I'm just going to tell you that I'm sorry, and I hope that you can forgive me and things of that nature. So it's a little bit of all of this in here. You can be who you are when it's, coming to certain people. And then you can be who you are when it comes to others. They see a queen, the others see a ruthless leader. So it's just a view of the energy that you are in. We have our days. You're very forgiving at times. Like I said, you're very, very forgiving. I feel like you're very in tune with whomever it is that you pray to, whomever it is that you believe in. You receive downloads, understanding. I feel like your overall energy is love and happiness. You strive to be happy. You strive to, love unconditionally, as well as be loved unconditionally. I do feel like people have fucked you over in the past, and sometimes you await their karma. Sometimes you are karma. And I feel like you are somebody that worries a lot at times. You try to make things happen faster than what it should, and you want things to happen as faster than they are coming to fruition. It's like, I planted the seed, I put the action, I'm putting the water, I'm putting the sun, I'm doing all this shit, I'm digging up the dirt, I'm transferring to this one, I'm now growing this one. What the fuck? Why is this not blooming fast enough? Like, let's go. You're very, very in that energy. And so this is just, to me, like, all was embodying you. You have your ways, you have your days, you have your ups, you have your downs, you have your ins, you have your outs. You're hot sometimes, you're cold sometimes, you're whatever. You're human. That's just all I feel from this reading. You're human. That's just what it is. You're human. I don't really see you're a fucked up individual. I don't feel like you are, the greatest. I just feel like you are human, striving to create, conquer, And hopefully for some of y'all, destroyed. It is what it is. Whether that's destroying someone who's, try to destroy you, fuck you over, whatever. It remind me of the Medea scene that's coming up when she was talking to Dr. Phil. And he was like, why do you feel like you always got to get people? And you're like, yeah, get them, get them, get them. And you're like, well, if they, got them, I got to get them, loosely paraphrase. But it is what it is. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for your reading. I hope it resonates. If it does, like, share, subscribe. Always comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe. Always comment. Thank you. All right, pile number 3. This is your reading for their perception of you versus you, okay? Or you versus their perception, okay? That sounds better. You versus their perception, so I'm gonna use that one. Okay, so this is their perception, okay? It's a lot going on here. I had to use 3 different decks versus 2. So let's just jump right in. Okay, so this person feels like you're the type to never give up. You're always trying to start something new. Okay, so you could be an entrepreneur, you can be just climbing up, the career field that you're in. But they kind of say that you can't keep a steady job. And when I heard this, what I got is like, how some people they flow with the wind. So they might be here today, but tomorrow they're somewhere else. So you go to this job and it served its purpose. It was supposed to teach you a lesson of some sort. When you learn a lesson, you move on. Or if you're treated badly, you move on. If they starting too much drama in the workplace, it's too much competition, and it's not even where you're trying to be anyway, you move on. They try to make you do something that's above your pay grade or below your pay grade, and they don't want to pay you more, or whatever the case, you move on. So it's not that you can't keep a steady job. It's a steady job can't keep you, because they be having you fucked up sometimes. Okay. You could be an influencer. Okay. So people may be watching you on YouTube, Express this, Instagram, Patreon, Facebook, TikTok, or they can just be viewing this in person in life. All right. Some people feel like you are the type to attack people. Okay. You are the type to attack people. Some people have a fear of you. I feel like you are a reader. You do some type of divination. You could do some type of spell work. You do something. And some people have a fear that you are sending spiritual attacks to them. But truthfully, it's like you not even trying to hex them or curse them. It's like these hands gonna get you if you keep playing with me. I'm not finna waste my power, my energy, my spirit guides, my answers. I'm not finna, waste my resources and connections and spiritual gifts on you when you can get these hands. They are just as effective. Okay. They seem to think that you put this on this persona that you're nice when you're around people, but truthfully, you're really mean. They feel like you regret a lot of things in life. They do feel like you do achieve a lot of things. They do feel like you are, for some people say you're a great mother, or you give off some great motherly energy. For others, they don't feel like you're such a great mother. For others, they feel like you are not very nurturing, caring, understanding, emotionally connected to others. Like you don't just you're not really just as kind as you say you are. Some people say that you leech off of other people or allow other people to leech off of you, and it drains you, or you drain other people. This can be an ex-friend talking about you or telling other people this. They feel like you're a loner. You're very detached from people. The memories that flow through your head are not the memories that others remember. You kind of you kind of over exaggerate, you exaggerate the truth, you add things that shouldn't even be in there. Okay. They feel like you are the type to recoup energy. It's like, you give me this energy, I'm gonna give it right back to you. That's where they're returning back to sender is. Okay. So it's like, it's telling you like, Or they could be telling you, look, that bitch want to fight you. That don't mean you got to go match their energy and fight her back. That bitch said some disrespectful shit to you. That don't mean you got to go and be disrespectful back to her. You don't have to match people's energy all the time just because they being fucked up individuals, okay? They feel like you have this victim type of mind frame. You're in this victimizing mind frame, even though sometimes you're the cause of what is going on, okay? They feel like you either have a lot of options or you like in this player type energy. But sometimes like when to settle down when you truly want to be with somebody. But overall you choose your options. If you single, you out there playing, you mingling, you ain't just settling down. You ain't just playing the loyal girlfriend at home and you ain't got no ring on your finger, you ain't married or nothing. So they do feel like you play the field a lot. They feel like sometimes you can be very stubborn. You don't let things go as fast as they should. You do share your gifts with others. So like I said, you could be a YouTuber, sharing, your knowledge of certain things that you have. You do it seems like all pals even got Lady Venus downloads and understanding. So all y'all, well, of course, if you on tarot reading, then of course you have some type of connection to the divine. You wouldn't be called here, right? You wouldn't be looking at this. Yeah. So also you tend to, right, if you, let me see, if you are the one to walk through the door. Oh, so you're the one who walks through the door. Okay. So they feel like you're giving great opportunities, but it's like you don't take advantage of them all the time, or it's not what you thought it would be. So you like, this door was open, but I'm gonna walk back out that bitch. Like you don't take, the opportunities that it is that you deserve to be taken. You've been getting the key. You've been getting, the door was open, even though you had the key. You was able to walk through it, and here you go turning around talking about you don't want it and shit. This is their perception. This does not have to be you. A lot of people feel like you get away with a lot of things. You lie about a lot of things or withhold certain truths, tell half truths. They feel like maybe even at one point you were mentally, stuck, mentally fucked up, and now you're starting to move forward, move out of that energy, So I'm getting a lot of different things for this Seven of Swords here, okay? So even if you're not, lying, stealing, whatever the case, getting away with information, it's just you moving forward then from depression, a stuckness, anxiety, or whatever, and you just moving, away from it, finally overcoming it because you went from the 7 and now you got the 8 down here. All right, so I see a lot of things, different perspectives from different people. Like I said, we cross paths with different people, so the perceptions don't have to all be together. Like somebody who feels like you can't keep a steady job sees your YouTube popping, and you getting paid from YouTube. So it's not that you can't keep a steady job; it's just that that job just couldn't keep you. And then I just see different things. I see great opportunity. I see they feel like, you have this great energy about you though. You can influence the masses. You can speak life into others. You can push people forward. It's just sometimes you get stuck and caught up in your own way at different times, but they do believe in you. Shockingly, I'm hearing they do believe in you, and not shockingly. I mean, like from reading these cards and what they say, and then and then hearing that they do believe in you, even though some people are down on you, some people are saying this about you and that about you that's not so nice. The fact that I'm hearing from the masses they believe in you, your message is getting loud and clear. Your growth, your achievements is showing loud and clear, beautifully and shining bright, things of that. So regardless of the situation, they know you, who you are. They know you popping. They know you great. They know you can become even greater than what it is that you are. And like I said, you can walk through the doors. And sometimes them doors may not, even though you was able to walk through them, they may not have been the door that you supposed to stay at. Especially when it can't keep a steady job, they feel like you let opportunities go. But if you were just there for a lesson, like let's say it's something that just been antagonizing you. Like every time you get a job, it's somebody always fucking with you there. And spirit wants you to do something different. But you didn't do it last time. So okay, well now you gotta walk through this door. I need you to do it this time. Okay, you didn't do it that time. Okay, well now you gotta walk through this door. I need you to do it. I need you to get this lesson. And this is the way you get the lesson until you're able to move to a different lesson or something of that nature. You know, especially if you're going down the high priestess route, you gonna experience some shit. You may hide some shit, not tell people everything, because you know how high priestess get down. But you have to learn. You experience your shit. So sometimes that's got you going through this door, and now there go another door. I gotta go through that door. Damn, there go another door. I gotta go through that door. You always moving through a door. You always moving through an opportunity. You always, growing. You always learning. Everybody don't stay on the same straight path. Some go curvy, some go sideways, some you gotta go left, some you gotta go right, some you gotta go up, some you gotta go down. Some you gotta go through the dark just to get to the light. It's different for different people. So it's not that you can't keep steady jobs. It's just that these paths lead you to different doors, different lessons that you need to, obtain in order to get to the next level. Different things that you have to go through because they want you to be more of experience based as well as, intuitive and, spirit just telling you. They want you to have experience to back it. Not only have, spirit came and told me about this shit, the cards told me about this shit, the books told me about the shit, but I've experienced the shit. You can't tell a motherfucker that experienced some shit that ain't true. That didn't happen. So that's their perception. Let's go to you. All right, pile number 3. So who you truly are, the you, okay? You got a lot of spiritual connections, okay, to God or whomever it is that you believe in, to your ancestors, to your spirit guides, to what people deem as mythical creatures. Like, you have a lot of backing here. You got a lot of knowledge, okay, whether there's inner knowledge, experience, whatever the case, you have a lot. You know how to speak your truth. You're very articulate. You're very passionate. You're very in tune with self and what it is that you got going on, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. You're very blunt when it comes to giving the truth, but only because you feel like you don't want other people to try to make their own perception off of what it is that you're trying to say. You know how when one person tell you this and then the other person hears it, but they get a different kind of vision of it, or it's towards a different kind of message in their mind, and it's like, no, I told you what it is. It's like you be like, a person in your life ain't doing you right. You talking about the man. They know you talking about the man. They keep on cheating, or they keep on betraying you, something of the sort. And then they be like, yeah, you right. That's my cousin. You speaking of? No, I'm speaking of your man. Like, no, I'm speaking about him. You got this written on your man. What you talking about your cousin? Child, so, it's like you got to tell people what it is, because they'll try to make their own stuff up and have the whole message all discombobulated all over the goddamn place. So you like, bitch, let me just tell you what it is, because I ain't got time to deal with it. You don't try to be so harsh and so vulgar, but it's like sometimes that's what people know. All right. You're very vibrant. You're very out there. You take the opportunities that come to you. You're a risk taker. Okay. You try to teach what it is that you know and what is intuitively coming to you and what you have experienced. And you try to stay on a more, for some, a traditional path. Maybe you're not the type that strays away from God. And for others, is it's the more of what is traditional to you. So you might, fuck with the demons and fuck with the devils and fuck with the dark and also the light, but you balance both dark and light. That's what I'm getting. You balance both dark and light. But a lot of people, they don't play with that shit. They don't no, don't say that I'm the devil. Don't say I got no devil energy in me. I'm only God and that's it. But other people, they dibble and dabble. They know how to, exercise the dark and they understand the light. They feel like, the devil is just, the lower vibration energy of you, and the God is the higher vibration energy of you. Either way, you dibble and dabble in both. You know how to use it to your advantage. I feel like a lot of you do dibble and dabble in some type of spell work, some type of magic, some type of divination. I don't even feel like you just a reader. I feel like you are very intuitive to where you can see people and know, or you can touch people and know, or you can smell some shit and know, or you can just walk in the room and feel some shit and know. Like, you don't even have to pull out no cards. You don't have to pull out no crystals. You don't have to pull out nothing. You know what it is. You know a nigga energy ain't for you as they walk up on you, or as they stand next to you, or they stand on across the room. Like, you know what it is, okay? I feel like a lot of things work out in your favor. A lot of things, you that doesn't mean you don't have to go through things, that don't, but I feel like you overcome a lot of things, and it's because you are in tune with self. You listen to your intuition. I feel like you are granted a lot of things because you trust who it is that you follow, which is whomever it is that you pray to. You believe that they have your highest good, okay? They tell you don't run, you don't run. They tell you don't walk, you don't walk. They tell you to crawl, even though it's in front of 50 people, you fucking crawl. You do what you gotta do. And for that, they continue to be in tune with you. They continue to bless you, okay? I feel like some of y'all do ocean magic, okay? I'm not gonna get deep into the entities' names. I'm sorry, spirit is saying names and goddesses' names, and I'm like, I don't want to get all into that. That's a reading for a different day. Okay, I'll be out here saying gods and goddesses' names over and over and over again. Okay, you trust the visions that come to you and what timing that they come in. So you know that if a vision come to you and spirit say, look, this shit gonna take about 2 years to get here. You're like, all right, fuck it, I believe you. I ain't finna stress it. I ain't finna overwork myself. Just tell me when you need me to act, I'ma act and shit. So you know when it happens, it's supposed to happen, okay? You know that you've been through a lot of stuff, and truthfully, a lot of people would have tapped out a long time ago, but you chose to keep going. You continue to strive for greatness. You continue to go forward, okay? I feel like you in the energy of when a motherfucker try you, you try their ass back. And it's not even like, it's like you can match their energy without fucking up your own energy. Like I said, you practice in the low vibration and the high vibration. You practice in the dark and the light. So if a motherfucker go low, you can get low and still go back high and not even feel like you done fucked up your energy because you had to do it. It's like, nigga, you want to go there? I can go lower. And then still go back high above you and not have an issue. All right. I'm not gonna say it. Look, spirit trying to give me examples, and I don't know. I don't know about all that. Some people say you'll fuck people kids. Some people, they don't give a fuck. They have no limits. All right, they'll fuck the next generation up and not give a fuck about it. Okay, they'll hey, that's what you do. That's what you do. That ain't my business. That's your business. Okay, that's between you and your God. All right, so that's what spirit's saying. Some of y'all is willing to go that low, um you popping right now. You think you got money. Let's see if your next generation got money though. Let's see if they ain't got to struggle next generation and shit. Like, you willing to put that type of hex on them, generational curse on them niggas. Like you willing to stoop that low and things of that nature. Okay, so yeah, you about the grime life, the slime life, and things of that nature, or you can be about the spiritual high life. Let's grow. Let's not be in that energy, but just know I can go there. All right. You have this. You have this tranquility about you, duality. You balance that shit. You balance your dark and your light. You balance that shit. It's like you're not too much in this energy, not too much in that energy. But if you gotta go there, you can go there, okay? You can be aggressive at times. You can be very strategic at times. You can have this superiority complex at times. Sometimes, especially if you're in that Hierophant energy, and you intuitive on top of that, then with the High Priestess, that's a lot of fucking leadership. That's a lot of fucking high ass energies within one. Okay, then you got the King of Pentacles. So you could be feeling yourself. You could sometimes overindulge in the fact that you just that nigga or that bitch, you know. So sometimes you can, you know, go there and things of that nature. Show a motherfucker who you truly are so that they don't have to try to make up a perception. It's like you ain't gotta make up a perception about who I am. You ain't got to. You say I'm a grimy motherfucker, I am to you. You say that I'm the greatest person that you've ever met, so kind, so generous, so everything, I am to you. So like it's like it's like you just, you know, you got that duality, you got that thing about you. Okay, you let people know, you articulate it very well. There's no in between, there's no blurred lines. They know who you are to them, okay? And maybe even who they see you are to others. There's no confusion. You were a bitch to me, so I was a bitch to you. All right? You were a king to me, so I was a king to you. You know, it's like that. They know where they stand. They know if they fucked you over, that's just what the fuck they get, you know? Some people tried to apologize, tried to make amends, but, you know, you in the energy of, I forgive, but I don't forget. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here. Sometimes you can feel entitled about certain things. Like I said, you got so many what are those major arcanas here? You're so headstrong, you know, just you baby, you just somebody. You just a motherfucker. Like that's what I'm saying. You just a motherfucker. Like from what these cards are saying, you know, you just that person. You strong. You know, you generous. You kind. You can be evil. You can be corrupt. You can be a fucked up individual. You can be a great individual. You can have an addictive personality. Motherfuckers can be addicted to you or obsessed with you, or you can have an obsession towards certain other people. You get opportunities. You go through the doors that you need to go through. You do what you got to do, and then you move on. You continue to move forward, and if you got to stay somewhere because it's a lesson that needs to be learned, you stay there. But I don't feel like you stay there long. I feel like you always have to go somewhere else. You always have to keep, you know, acquiring more and more knowledge, being more self-aware of whatever it is that you got to be more self-aware towards. It feels like you're going towards a partnership or towards some type of hierarchy, some type of occult. It's like you're trying to go deeper and deeper and deeper, and then you go into different realms. You could be not even astral projecting, but just mentally traveling or physically. Hell, some of y'all physically traveling in the different worlds, and it's like it's so many things that you're trying to acquire at once, and it's powerful, and it's shit seems to be above my mental clarity, because it's like it got me blinking, like trying to get the words out and find the right words. But it's like you just keep flowing. It's like how the ocean is never ending and shit. That's like you and your knowledge and what it is that you're trying to obtain and the different realms you're trying to travel in and go towards. It's like, and the doors are opening and the doors are there for you to walk through, and it's up to you on the decision of which ones you want to walk through and which ones you don't. All right. You tend to hide your energy for certain people, because certain people, when they know that you're blessed with, they try to cipher off of this energy. They can't take it, but they do try to cipher off their energy, and I feel like you're very aware of this. Okay, I feel like this is my spiritual path. I don't feel like this is just, you know, my regular, ordinary and, you know, day to day person and shit like that. That's not trying to obtain more spiritual knowledge and spiritual growth and spirit and going through different realms and speaking to spirits and seeing spirits and understanding spirits and helping spirits cross over and helping people speak to those spirits before they cross over. Like, I don't feel like this is just to the regular people that is, you know, I don't know, dealing with bullshit. I don't know, but it just feel like this one is deeper than whatever it is that I'm trying to get across to YouTube, basically, and things of that nature, especially when they want you to go to deeper and start speaking goddesses and guys' names and who this person is speaking to, and they trying to tell me this is what they're doing, and it's like, look, that ain't my business. Like, this is just a quick YouTube video of perception. Like, I'm not really trying to dibble and dabble, and I ain't trying to, you know, be disrespectful to spirit, because, you know, if spirit want to give you the message and he say get it out, then I'm gonna have to give it out. But I'm just trying to relay a quick message. The first one went over 30 minutes, and then this one I'm just trying to cut it close and dry. But you know who you are, okay? This whole thing. You know who you are, okay? You know what you're going towards. You know what you have to go towards, okay? Whether you are in alignment with that right now or not, you know that you need to be going towards something higher than what it is that people's perception of you is, okay? You got a very high calling. And so hopefully you are sticking to the path of whatever it is that you need to be on and not allowing obstacles and other people's to tear you down and bring you down and manipulate you, cipher off your energy, cloud your judgment, your mental stability, your whatever, your doors and closed doors and shit. You got a lot of shit that you got to be doing and going through, and you can't be focused on what other people got going on. And I ain't saying don't match their energy, because you're going to do what you're going to do. I'm just saying just make sure that they don't try to take you off the path that it is that you need to be going down, because sometimes some people energy can go super, super low, and you don't want to fuck around and go lower, and you got some shit, that you're supposed to be obtaining. So that's just a little quick message. Don't listen to the gossip around you. Listen to spirit who is guiding you. All right. So that is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it does, like, share, subscribe. Always comment. If it doesn't still, like, share, subscribe. Always comment. Thank you.